Lily, thank you for the hydrate and stand and stretch. I made sure I did a big stretch before I sat down because I saw it as I was just sitting down. But I have my fresh cup of coffee. I hope you're doing so well on your trip. We are going to continue with Tavern Talk. I am very low spoons today. I may not do voices. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm really in my visual novel era right now. Alright, let me actually set stuff. I give spoons. No, you gotta hold on to the spoons because you're out in the world. Doing cool shit and I'm just doing stuff. There we go. I'm rusty now, it's okay. Oh, that's good. Oh, thank you. I'll steal a spoon from you. Aw, I did see your message earlier. It's just my brain didn't have the energy to answer, and I think that thing you got is absolutely adorable. I won't say much more. Hey Dan, how you doing? I'm sorry you had a bad day today. I saw your post just as I was making my own. Okay, it's dark right now, but I think I just need to click on it. Is it coming up? There we go, yeah. So, we don't need double audio. I'm pressing all the wrong things. Okay, we got music. Oh, that's our autosave. Alright, we're still on Act 2. I love how long this game is. Like I said, I may not do voices. At least in the beginning. We'll see how much energy I have. Just a second. I'm happy with one more job. I can add it to my list. That sounds wonderful. A bottle of JD High Naka. You creeper. Give me your spoons today. Bitch. Lily, have a great rest. Good morning, Innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink? Again, I'm not doing voices right now. Oh, perfect. I need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again. Of course, Fable. Just a moment. I wonder if I could do something fun. What else was I... That's more defensive. That's more brainy. That's charisma. That's attack. That's also charisma. Okay, so we only really have this one right now. I think if I went for a drink, I would have something like a brainy. Not that I just need help like concentrating my thoughts. At least today. Thank you. I feel much better already. Long night? Very. Turns out there was a lot of farmers who need help. Oh yeah, so recap. The last major thing that happened that we're kind of figuring out about is that a bunch of stars fell and, you know, landed everywhere. And they're stars. So we're all kind of recovering from that. And I'm guessing Fable's helping out the area. Regret offering it? No, not at all. I enjoy being able to help people. Before, I just used to wish I could help. I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try, a bit exhausting at times, but I think I much prefer this over waiting around. I still could use a bit more practice though. That's fair. So make sure you also practice taking breaks. You'll have a much easier time helping other people if you're not close to passing out yourself. That's what I have your drinks for. Turn up my voice a little bit. My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. Admire your kindness, Fable, but you too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to. Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, my spoons are low because I'm like, I want to cry at that. I mean, I'm pretty good at falling. Pretty good at a lot of things. I try. I know. Stay and have a rest. Okay, now, okay? Okay, thank you. Who the hell is this dude? Good day to you, innkeeper. Good day to you too, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer. Oh, I'm so happy by that. That is what I am indeed. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence. I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get?
You're cute.
Hi, Summer. Thank you so much for 9 months. We have a Twitch baby. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good time out at your thing. All those pictures you've been posting look amazing. Whatever drink they desire. Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes. Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. Okay, I want to make a fancy one. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, we need something that gives a lot of defense. See, this gives attack and we don't need attack. I don't think we have the right item for it. Oh, nice! Oh, I'm so glad. I've been to like one video game concert and I loved it. Liquid protection against foes, now for half the price. Thank you so very kindly. Do you like it? Well, yes, of course. And you should say so. I apologize. I'm sorry about that. A little phlegm went down the wrong throat. I apologize. I forgot to do this thing where you say words out loud. Oh, I do that all the time. I get that. Now that you've acquired your drink, care to introduce yourself? How incredibly rude of me to forget. I am Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothea Bridge the 27th. An up-and-coming hero from Winsmore. And who might you be? The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here. And I'm Fable of the Ashen Grove. Your Fable? Yes? Is that a bad thing? The Fable that saves Trigarian from the werewolves? The very same. Wow, what an incredible pleasure it is to meet you. I heard so many things about you. Oh, good things, I hope? Clive's voice actor from FF16 was there, and Soken and Koji Fox? What? That's amazing. I would love to meet all of those, especially Soken. Of course. He said you single-handedly pursued the werewolves, you give up his wicked way and reunited a family. That's one way to put it for sure. You do have a way with words. Incredible, a true hero indeed. They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the Starfall as well. I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have a heart of a folk hero. How admirable. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are your heroes of? Clive's voice actor was very, very attractive. Yeah, I've seen pictures. He is very attractive. And he's very nerdy, which makes him even more attractive. Well, certainly leaving my backstory era, I'm in the first act, so to speak, on my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer. I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is fine. He looks like an Archie. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Well, Archie, if haste you're looking for, I can help with that. Someone gifted me golden feathers a few days ago. Perhaps an infusion of the right drink can hasten you up in no time. Really? That's spectacular. I always thought those things were myth or legend, or you only read in books. You read a lot? You know, sometimes. Not that much. Uh-huh. He says with his fancy little reading glasses. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventure, and books are so full of them. They are. I'm just too cool for books. You can never be too cool for books, guys, and visual novels. Books are cool. You think so? Yes, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's Journal. It's super cool. The coolest. Oh, well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Don't worry, we're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like? Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read about other things, such as books on etiquette, or the newspaper. I'm sure they would love if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the Diria negotiation, or even became a diplomat myself. Have a good one, Summer. Thank you for stopping by. But I think I would fare much better as a savior of the world, don't you think? The deer negotiations? I'm unfamiliar. Oh, it's all terribly boring, really. They were renegotiating trade routes due to the collapse of the canal bridge that was hit by a horde of spinal rhinoceroses. It's not going all that well because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, mainland or Diria itself. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. Okay, we got a new thing. Then perhaps we should get back to more exciting topics. How do you plan to start off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. Something heroic I could do. You could start by helping the local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak. Great idea. How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean, I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking about lending them a hand. You know, physically? With your literal hands? Okay, so I would go to the farmers and ask what they need help with. Of course. That sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for your inspiration, Fable. It's been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Till my next quest in Keep. Until then. He's going to go through an interesting, character development. Pardon me. That was... adorable. Weird. Not because of him. I just heard about me being a hero? That doesn't sound right. But you are a hero. Not really. I didn't even do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring to anyone anyways. There are much greater heroes than me out there. He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you. That's nice. You don't sound very happy about it. I am. It's really flattering, but I just don't think I did enough to deserve its praise. I'm just some elf. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I personally am going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of the Ashen Grove and savior of Tergaren. Alright, I get it. Thank you, and keep. I'll try better to accept compliments. Good. That's so hard to do. I can't even fathom accepting compliments. It's our boy! Oh yeah, I forgot we put up a new quest, and I'm gonna keep calling him Zephyr because I like that name better. Zephyr was like, that would be a good starting quest for our little girly. Hello, Innkeeper. Hello, Fable. Hello, Melly. And hello, Malachite. Yeah, he goes by Malachite now. It's good to see you both again. Likewise, right, Mel? Can I offer you two a drink? Actually, you can offer us a quest. Are you talking about the one you just picked up by chance? Your incredible deduction skills strike you again. I'm only trying to match wits here. So, you're interested in saving those poor familiars? I am. Missing familiars, silent wizards, clue leading to somewhere seemingly dead end. Sounds like a case for the world's greatest detective. And her sneaky assistant. They do sound like a great team. They're not a team. Oh, you're so fucking cute. But they're going on a quest together. They are not. Then why are you here? You didn't want to come here alone. You're so cute. She said she can't reach the quest bar. And I needed a drink anyways. So you're sending Melly on a quest? Alone? As it is customary. That's how the Shadowbanes have always handled it. Melly isn't part of the Shadowbanes. But she wishes to walk the path of the thieves. So she must embrace their lifestyle. I think she's trying to walk the path of a detective. And everything else, really. And that just sounds dangerous and negligent. I agree. You're not coming with me? Oh my god. She's crying. It's gonna be his weakness. No. Why not? I just explained that. Badly. Well, you have to come with me. Why? It's clearly a job for two people. There's no job that can't be done alone. What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence? Didn't you want to go on the quest to test your stealth training? But what if I get nervous? What if I forget how to be stealthy? Or what if none of the familiars want to talk to me? I don't know, Melina. And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex? Who cares? I do. The T-Rex threat is much lower in Zoford. I think you should go with her. I'm gonna be nice. I think you should go with her. I think you should mind your own business. Oh, don't snap at me, boy. And I think you should make better decisions. Melly is right. You two make a good team, especially for this case. Stop hiding from the imaginary T-Rex of emotional vulnerability and just go on this familiar-themed vacation. You might even enjoy it. Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations. Things to do. You're a thief. You don't have a fixed working hours. And you don't have any other friends waiting around for you. Oh, ouch. Maybe not. But I do have sheepfish to take care of. You have sheepfish? I do. His name is Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Plus, he needs to be fed, and to do his daily crossword puzzle. Otherwise, his wool will get dry. Oh, well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone. Okay, that's cute. He'll get lonely. Yeah. I could take care of Rufus. Fable. What? Well, I live nearby. I'm very good with animals. I'm pretty decent at crossword puzzles. That sounds like an excellent idea. What if Rufus doesn't like you? He will. Certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. You sing? Sometimes. Maybe you can sing a song about how Mel and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while the familiars booed me out of town. I think I prefer a song about you and Malachite saving those familiars instead. Right, Mel? Fine. But just this once. See it as a final exam for your training. Yay! That sounds fun. Wonderful. So you two need any help on your quest? Don't know. What do you think, Detective? Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant. Please don't call me that. Okay, Mighty Mel then. No. How about John? Sure. So, John, thank you for asking. I have studied the quest given to us closely. And I have come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witness's testimony and piecing them together correctly. The townsfolk, the wizard, the familiars, they all have different conflicting information, and we'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who still refuse to talk to us out of guilt and fear, we will need to activate our stealth powers. Find those hidden clues ourselves. Also, we should be quick so they can't destroy any evidence. I can offer you some golden feathers. They do come with the sweet aftertaste of haste. That way you should be able to make it to Zoford much quicker. Great idea. It changed its name to John. I knew it was going to do that, but I wanted to see. He's gone from Zypher, I can't remember Zypher Blaze, Malachite John. I hope we find out his true name eventually. I love this character so much. I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. Severity of the situation. What would you suggest instead, John? I agree with the stealth part. We could use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they make familiars disappear, they won't be interested in discussion. Not a fair one, at least. We should fight first and ask questions later. I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach. Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh phoenix chilies? Some fire resistance could be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared. Does Andu have fire breath? Sorry, I'm flummy this morning. Technically, yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows, though. We'll have to try Andu's marshmallows. I'll see if I can set something up when you return. Thank you. I think some s'mores could also help convince those familiars to help us. That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing. I think both could work. Inky, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but what should they pair it with? Haste for a quick arrival and charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength and some fire resistance. I'm gonna do the haste and charisma. So, okay. Oh, I don't know what drink to use. Okay, so that's haste and smart. That's defense and haste. That's charisma and defense. That's mostly attacking. That's charisma and smarts. It does have a little bit of... Oh, okay, wait. I see. I understand. I never understood the drops. So there's like 3 levels. So this probably would be it. So it needs to be at least 3rd level and then at least 1 and a bit. So I think Sunny Breeze would be it. Oh, that's some of our new rumors. Did we get a new person? Oh, no. Yeah, we did. We got Archie. Okay. Where's our page? Okay, Sunny Breeze. So we're going with the feathers. We're going with the feathers, which I'm failing at. So we need a full thing of charisma. I guess more. Ah, okay. Hopefully this is right. I think this case needs a delicate hand. Best detective work is archived through clever conversation. Ha! You're spot on. I love how his name is John. Guess this is how I die. Oh, come on, John. Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. You think you're prepared to solve this case, detective? Yes. With your help, we'll complete this quest with haste. We'll be back soon. Best of snooping. I should go with them. Pick up on that sheepfish before they disappear into the night. Don't forget to sing him a lullaby. Rufus or John? Rufus. No, sing to John. Right, obviously. I'm gonna go now. I like how they always just accept his name change. Have fun, Fable. He doesn't care. Oh, it's her! Aww. I told you guys this last time, but this is a friend of the dev team that unfortunately passed away before the game was out, so this is their tribute to them. Innkeep. Chrissy, glad to see you're alright. Likewise, good to see you and your tavern are unharmed. It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. Don't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage and the birds and Fable. I'm sure everything was as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy after all. Which is why I chose to make it my home. That and the landscape. Sorry, I had a cat hair on my eyelash. I hope your trip was nice at least. Oh, it was. Felt good to recharge and refill the creative juices. We walked a lot, actually. Almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked to the foot of the Borean Ridge, where the auroras touched the peaks. Aw. I heard the view is quite remarkable. It was. I've never seen anything like it before. It was my first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. Also, caught a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Oh shit. Everyone told us to avoid the lonely lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore. I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend. After all, even scary creatures. Aww. Gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they are born as. Should accept them as they are. I have a few patrons who would really appreciate hearing that. And I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something. Oh? Oh yeah, she was gonna bring us a trinket. Yeah, remember the gnomes? I actually met some. Really? I had a booth at the convention. We're selling all types of stuff. I remember our conversation and got you this. Oh, it's so cute. I thought you might appreciate it. I do. Thank you. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. It certainly always have a special place in my heart, knowing it came from you. You're such a sweet talker, but you can't trick me into giving you my name. She's pretending I'm a fae. What would I want with names? Nothing good for sure, that's for sure. But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone too long. See you around, Innkeep. See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself. Always. Aww. I wonder what she would have brought back if we said something about a nymph. Oh my god. Is this the Banshee? If so, I love this design. A new VTuber model, let's go. No, I'm joking. Baya, good to see you again. Been a while. Oh. Yes. A while. A while. 6,000 years. How old am I? Oh. More like 2 months. Oh. I thought I had hibernated longer. You hibernate at this time of year? It was for the Bloomtide Festival. Happened near my swamp every year during the dreaming moon. Druids and bards joined together in search of the moon pools for 2 whole weeks. They dance, they laugh, they scattered pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can satate the land, it will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos. You mean the set of mythical lakes that said to reflect all the 7 moons at once? Yes. Ever since the Twilight Chessmen portal opened up within them, a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty. I love this design. Such festivities sound exciting. No! They are loud with their songs, and they're arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of the marshes. They walk around with torches of burning ember that they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp? It is a little rude. Exactly. Look at that face. You know, I tried to join them one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me, and I snuck up to them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy, adorned with the thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did? What? Love this person. They chased me away with their fiery brooms, chanting, "Demon, be gone," in the tops of their lungs. So now I hibernate every dreaming moon. That way I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes. Maybe you should give them another chance. Very few Gaians are familiar with the creatures of the bog. Only with the stories about their bones crushing teeth. What's wrong with bone crushing teeth? You think you might want to crush their bones with them? But that would be so rude. They don't think that way. But I think if they got to know you, they'd like you a lot. After all, you make the best flower crowns in all of Gaia. Maybe even all of Asteria. Those sound perfect at a festival. You might be right. Maybe I'll greet them with some flower crowns next year. Aww, I could even open up a seasonal flower crown store. I'd definitely buy one. But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. Do you have swamp water on the menu today? All out, sorry. Too bad. Something else then. I know. Do you still have those drinks that make you feel like an itsy bitsy spider? I want to feel fast and dangly. In fact, I still do. Give me a moment. Okay. It's silly now that I'm only understanding the requirement thing. I want to be an itsy bitsy spider. A spider's agility in a cup, just for you. Oh, delicious. I feel like I could scale any spider web and devour any fly. Thank you, innkeeper. What woke you up from your slumber anyhow? The night fell into my dirt hut. Wow, Baya sounds like Crow. It's me. This is what I look like in real life if you care. Also, hi, Kiro. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into many small sniffling willows. They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that try to extinguish them. It's a powerful nutrient. Sounds tasty. After the trees and winds and ill bugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All that calamity made me awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was this feeling spreading in my chest. Heartburn? Loneliness. Aw. I thought I should get out there and advertise my new spa. Because only crickets were visiting, and they aren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visit me instead of visiting them, they won't chase me off. So I went where I knew people could use my service. The werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove. I didn't want to intrude on their personal space, of course. So I just hung the coupon up on pieces of thin red string in the nearby canopies, together with some jolly little bells so the wind would announce their presence. Like little spells you draw you towards the nearest mud mask. I hope they'll visit me sometime. Didn't know you opened a spa. It's new. I wanted to share my flowers and mud and pools with everyone, so we can all look beautiful together. I love this character. Sounds wonderful, Baya. I agree. Can I leave some of my coupons here? Yeah. Thank you. Please hand them out to all your customers. I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. Smile. You could also just come here more often and hand them out yourself. But there's no one else here. Except the Jackdraw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I will leave one in your nest. No one here's because it's almost closing time, Baya. You have to come by earlier, during the day, or earlier in the evening, or during events. This is me 100%. But there will be people here. Yes, I believe that is the point. scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons. Will do. I think that's so close to John as my favorite character. Twin flames. Oh, the rain sounds so good. Oh, it's Jade! Hey, innkeeper. Hello, it's been a while since I've seen you around. A whole week to be exact. And you already missed me? A little. Cute. I got my hands on a job, all the way over in Diria. It seems like something relatively easy, but well paid. Or like something too good to be true. Not this time. Apparently the farmer just wanted it to be done quickly, so she offered a higher than average rate. Sounds like easy money. Yeah, I wish. You know, I think I could use a drink first. Something that will bring back my usual speed and agility. I feel like this job drained me of all my energy. Only if I get to hear the rest of the story. Sounds like a good deal to me. See, I love the idea of like running a tavern, but I don't think I would have the energy to be the type to constantly talk to people. Let's hope this suits your taste. Your drinks never disappoint. Glad to hear. I can definitely feel my senses coming back to me. I made you a drink. Now it's your turn. Tell me about your latest job. Fine. A deal is a deal. Told you the client's a farmer, right? She had a large rock of two-headed sheep. Oh, she had a large flock of two-headed sheep. Oh, I read that way wrong. Apparently, that darn starfall damaged their barn. They somehow managed to break out of their enclosure. I didn't think they were that clever, honestly. Must be the two brains. Probably. Anyways, they got out right before their shearing appointment. And of course, the farmer needed to get them back in time. Especially considering the rumors surrounding Diria at the moment. It seems to be a dangerous place nowadays. Apparently, an unusual amount of cattle have been going missing these last few weeks. The local folks have been keeping a closer eye on their flocks and fences. Of course, the farmers want her sheep to be safe, so she hired someone to bring the animals back. That someone being you? Obviously. I thought to myself, I'm a monster hunter. Handling animals is basically my job. I say a monster hunter is rather known for, well, hunting instead of handling. That was exactly the issue. You know how stubborn two-headed sheep are? Mushi, thank you. You have a lovely stream too. This game is so good. Let me guess. They're twice as stubborn as one-headed sheep. You got it. They're impossible to get moving, impossible to startle. One head might be eating, but the other is always watching you. But you did it right. I suspect you wouldn't be here if you hadn't finished the job. You're absolutely correct. I was at my wit's end. Imagine having fought hundreds, if not thousands, of beasts. And some sheep are the one enemies you can't win against. That sounds like an incredibly humbling experience. It was, trust me. But luckily I got some help. Another adventurer saw me struggling and offered her assistance and knowledge. I'm trying to think who it would be. Or should I say, a retired adventurer? Oh? Yeah, she was very insistent on the label. Some kind of astral fin folk. Oh, this is something we haven't seen. Must have lost her arm a while ago. Oh no. Back to the sheep. She told me they're apparently one thing that gets her full attention. You got any guesses on what magical tool it might be? I have no... Oh, she's so rad! Clovers! Oh, she's so cool. Morning dew clovers, to be precise. They are absolutely feral for them. A few will make them follow every single one of your commands. But someone with your experience should know that, innkeeper. You two know each other? Barely. Keep your secrets then, oh so mysterious innkeeper. I wanted to buy her a drink after she helped me out back there. Didn't expect you two to be best friends, honestly. Best friends? I think you got that one wrong, Jade. I've never befriended someone like her. I have taste. Damn! Well, that was unnecessarily rude of you, Una. You didn't even consider my feelings. Consider me sorry and keep. Apologies accepted. Speaking of taste, what about your drinks? I know you always like experimenting with potions and other suspicious liquids. Looks like you finally made it, huh? Indeed. I think I got the hang of it. Then what are you waiting for? Your old rival is waiting for a drink. Preferably one that restores my energy. Blue sheep made my old bones all weak and wobbly, and I don't like feeling so weak. Gotcha. Let's see what the old magic has to offer. Don't worry. It might look like a dam, but her drinks are actually really good. I bet. I'll just take that as a compliment, I suppose. You know what? We're gonna take a second. I'm gonna see if we can make all these new ones, because I was looking at achievements the other day. And, it is very much, make all the drinks. And a bit of charisma. And so we can just feed them. That's peak sunrise. We can just feed them to Andu. Okay. So we need speed and defense. We don't need any attack. I don't know if I have the ingredients to make this one yet. Actually, this would work. We could do this, because this will give us those two. Oh, maybe I need a little bit of each. That and speed. Is this not right? Charisma. We got our full defense. Charisma once. Oh, and then speed at 2. There we go. Cool. Okay. Ads are starting in 40 seconds. I'm just gonna be mixing drinks. Okay, this is a lot of charisma. like this would be good. We need a little bit of speed, a lot of charisma, and a lot of defense. Okay, that was 1,000 wins. Let's make Sailor's Courage. That looks good. Charisma. That's Southern Brawler, but we need a bit more. No, that's right. Oh, we need a bit of swiftness. Yeah, that looks cool. Okay. We've made Steady Breeze. Okay, I think we've made everything we new. So we need Southern Brawler. We'll try to keep up with that. Actually, while ads are going on, I'm gonna take a small standing break. We'll just send this over, and I'll be right back. Perfect. I came back at perfect time. I think I left you guys in silence, and I'm sorry about that. I usually try to click on the game so there's music playing. Oh, wow. Impressed. Don't get cocky now. You don't have to be shy. You can just admit I've improved. So, Una, Jade told me you're retired now. Had enough of the adventuring business? Absolutely. I don't want to have anything to do with that anymore. I've completed enough quests for at least 2 lifetimes. And yet you still decided to help Jade. Ever had to handle a 2-headed sheep? Not yet. Lucky you. Lucky indeed. I just couldn't watch her struggle with those stubborn beasts any longer. But this was a one-time exception. Did the farmer pay accordingly after your morning dew clover magic trip? Oh, absolutely. She was so happy, she gratefully paid both of us. That's good to hear. She even tipped us with some gems she supposedly found in one of her fields. But I'm, I don't have any use for stones like those. And since I'm retired, I could care less about material riches. So, we figured we'd give them to you instead. Ooh, where are my gems? But I wouldn't tell that pretentious blonde dragon priestess if I were you. Feels like a blasphemous gift. Where are they? Oh, they're infusions. I thought we were getting a trinket. I was like, where's my shiny trinket? Kiro, hello.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Piece of candy.
I kept looking around, trying to see where they would pop up. I was like, trinket? Oh, divine gems. A little blasphemous indeed. I think I know just the right way to use them. Thank you. Don't mention it. Now that we're done here, I can finally go back to crocheting for the rest of my life. Didn't get this hook put in for nothing. That is, oh my god, it is a crocheting hook. Of course, I occasionally gotta rip some youngsters off while playing cards. I haven't lost a game in at least 4 decades. That's remarkable. Or impossible for someone who's only playing fair. I think your lucky streak will end with me today. I also never lost a game in at least a decade. Are you challenging me to a duel? Oh, they're gonna be besties. Absolutely. Whoever loses has to pay for the next round of drinks. That's the spirit. I like you, Bounty Hunter. Don't come crying to me after I annihilate you. You wish. Jade, be on guard. You're worried about me? Cute. I just know for a fact that Una is a master at cheating. I doubt that changed. So you're saying you've lost against her? Probably. I had the worst poker face. More than once, yes. Pathetic. Hey, are you talking about me? Listen and keep. If your opponent is obviously cheating, like she was, you can't beat them fair and square. You gotta beat them at cheating. Now, watch how a real master does this. So, there's a card game I remember playing when I was younger. Oh, hello! Oh, he's cute. So, okay, sorry. Sides up. There's a card game I remember playing as I was younger, and it's called Cheat. And you split the deck between, however many members. And you're supposed to try to get rid of your cards as fast as possible. And because it's called Cheat, basically you can just hide away cards. Like, you're playing a normal card game, but you can, drop them in your lap. Like, we were playing outside while camping. Or you could, drop them on the ground or hide them away. Do something else. I have the worst poker face. I lost horribly. I just remember trying to drop them in my lap. if they don't see you drop them in your lap, but then they see it in your lap after, you can't put it back because you got away with cheating technically. And it's just like, I was just so freaking obvious trying to drop these cards in my lap. And everybody was just like, Crow, we see what you're doing. And I'm like, shut up. So I just played the game normally. I was so bad. Played that a few times in high school, but I don't remember the proper play rules besides the cheating. Yeah, same. Like, I don't remember what exact game you would be playing. I think it was something like Crazy Eights. But, like, I had a couple of friends that were just really good at cheating. And I felt like I would turn around and suddenly they only have one card left. And they'd be like, what happened? Alright. Friendly Giant. He's so adorable. Good day. I have returned, Innkeeper. Welcome back, Miss Anwar. And welcome... This brave adventurer's name is Claymore. He offered unexpected support during my quest. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much on the behalf of, the world? Yes, of course, the world, Mr. Clay. You don't need to do the whole Mr. thing. Just Clay is alright with me. Otherwise, it sounds so formal. Like talking to one of those graph people. Oh, you wouldn't want to be one of those. Clay, it is, then. Can I offer you both a drink in exchange for a story of how you two met? That would be a fun trade, right, Tia? Oh, I'm gonna refer to her as Tia now. I think it would be welcome. I think I would welcome it as well. Then what can I get you? Clay, please go ahead. Oh my. I got a lot of stuff on the menu. You've got a lot of stuff on the menu. Oh my god. I was like, what is that sound? That's his shoulder thing shaking. How about one of those drinks with ingredients? I think he gets overwhelmed easily. You look strong, so how about something extra for those muscles? That sounds nice. Let's go with that. 1 minute. Try this. I think it might knock your socks off. Stay strong and magic-y, but my socks are still on. Still, I love it. I'll have to remember this one for next time. What is it called? Don't worry, I'll remember it for you. Thank you. Now, Miss Anwar, what would you like? I need that liquid vigilance. Even in here, it's important to stay on guard. Wouldn't it be right time to relax? There's no such time. Alright, I shall aid you on your divine mission. I'm not falling asleep standing. Does that mean defense? Yeah, that's what I thought, okay. Some liquid vigilance. I know I'm saying that wrong. Diluted with some delicious secret ingredients. Enjoy. I could do with something less diluted, but you're right. It's delicious. Happy to hear that. Do we get to tell the story now? Please, go ahead. You think I should start with the seashells? No, I think some expedition is in order first. As you already know, Innkeep, I plan to start my investigation right here in Zenith, specifically at the local Gaia temple. So I've been told. Mostly about the wobbling ooze. Ah, yes, that was certainly something. Fortunately, besides their fascinating personal secret, they had nothing of value to share with me. But, fortunately thanks to your rumors, I was not entirely without a lead. Wizard prophecy led me to Dalwell. Or should I say the Abandoned Isle? Or Fairweather. Name changes depending on who you ask. I didn't know it had that many names. I always just called it Kelpie Island. Why? Because it's shaped like one? Probably the smartest approach. Kelpie Island or Fairweather. Name means very little to me. Its local settlement of Fae was much more relevant. They built everything into a giant equoia that holds their portal to Avalon. Their portal is in the tree? Yes, right in the center. Call it the horizon tree. It's beautiful. They themselves were moderately helpful. It was difficult to get them to focus on the severity of the situation. And I was pretty sure that they were prepping some sort of morbid ritual with the acorns that they were stringing up between rose bushes in asymmetrical shapes. Oh, I always thought those were art projects. Common misconception. Sounds more like they were prepping to charge them with astral moonlight. Or what? It's like if you freeze them, they make good for good ice cubes. You participate in such practices. Not at the moment. I'm just not going to question that. Eventually, I got them to sit still long enough to ask them about any strange occurrence about their settlement. Did you understand your definition of strange? After some explanation. They told me about how just recently an astral humpback whale had rampaged through one of its nearby scouting camps. Just 2 days before the star fell. They said it seemed like it was running from something, and that it was full of seething fury. They also claimed it to be a good sign because it promised adventure. They weren't wrong. She's right. He's so cute. He's like a little puppy. It did lead us on an adventure. I don't know if they hope it wiped out the entire sky. No one would hope for that. Well, someone clearly did. They weren't wrong about it being a sign of a change of pace. That's all I'm saying. That exact definition is subject to personal convictions. Certainly was a sign of something being awry. I was determined to get to the bottom of it. But naturally, I made my way to nearby Carapace Island and prepared a celestial summoning ritual for the young astral moon. For the humble whale, I suppose. Humpback whale, not humble. What else would I be summoning? I thought maybe you wanted to ask Cassiopeia for her input. Are you out of your mind? The Realm Keepers have sworn a divine oath of neutrality that prevents them from directly interfering with the simple world of us mortals. The full might of their power could disrupt the delicate balance of their cosmic design. Right, sorry, slipped my mind. You are forgiven. As I was preparing the ritual, readying myself to confront the troublemaker, I suddenly found myself being interrupted by a strange request. That was me. I asked her if she needed any more seashells. Did she? I did, actually. Pairing dragon head tritons and filmering limpet shells can heighten the dual aspects of the celestial twins, therefore making the connection to the astral sea more stable. Obviously. I hadn't managed to find a limpet shell, and only happened to be amongst, and one happened to be amongst his offering. Honestly, just thought she was decorating the beach, and that she could do with more color. You weren't wrong in a way. Sadly, the shells burned up during this ritual. Singed Tia's hand too. Oh, he's crying. He's so upset. He's such a puppy. Just a little. Fortunately, I possess spectacular healing capabilities. Fortunately, indeed. Weren't you collecting seashells for beach decorating or your very own ritual clay? I was collecting them for my friends. This time of year, Kelpie Island is full of all kinds of sparkling floating animals from the astral sea. And they love munching on shells. Oh, he's so sweet. You encounter these creatures a lot? I try to. They're very nice. Clay can talk to animals. Gaia's blessing rests upon him. You're full of surprises. Thank you. I thought, though I'm not always sure they like talking to me. They tend to disappear sooner or later. Sometimes they don't come back, but often they don't. I think maybe I accidentally say things that upset them without realizing, and they think I mean to hurt them. I hate when that happens. You mean they disappear like they were never there? Yes, like they moved to a different, quieter beach. Or like they returned to the astral sea. I feel like they would tell me if they went back home. Not necessarily. Many Asterian creatures can traverse the plains at will, but they don't always have control over when they return. On many occasions, the Asterial currents pull them back home before they're ready. And once you're swept up in them, each subsequent journey out becomes more and more difficult, so I've been told. I would guess your friends either went home when you weren't there or got pulled back before they had a chance to say goodbye. So, you're saying the sea swallowed them? Not quite. Just beckons them home. Through a celestial hug of sorts. Aww. That means I could just visit them in the astral sea. That would be an incredible undertaking. Traveling between planes is quite hazardous. Is it? The echoes are from the primordial sea. My family has lived here for quite a while, I think. They must have gotten here somehow. Oh, is that his race, his echo? They say it was much simpler to travel between planes once. But for a long time, it has been almost impossible without complicated and dangerous rituals. Until recently, the astral sea was the only possible way to pass through the barrier. And accessing it requires meticulous planning, not to mention the sea tends to come with more risk than rewards. Even if your Asterian friends who can choose to leave their home plane on a whim get pulled back by the currents eventually. Imagine what would happen if you went in unprepared. But the Fae on Kelpie Island aren't from Gaia either, and they told me they haven't lived here for very long. Since the 5 interplanar portals opened up, interplanar travel had become a lot more accessible again. Oh, so we got, like, aliens. At least when it comes to the dream planes. But even the astral and primordial seas, not to mention are friendly open to us again after all these years. It is a true miracle to witness in our lifetime. So, the portals have always been there. I didn't know that. Who put them there? Well, that is a very good question. And one that would blow the scope of this conversation beyond its bounds, I would think. You still have to tell me how you summoned that whale. You're right, we're getting off track. As Clay and I talked, he told me about his fascinating friendship with astral creatures, and his ability to speak with animals as they share a language. So you asked him for help? Well, he offered his aid. I certainly could have handled it on my own, but you didn't have to. Right, that obviously, thank you very much, Clay. Anytime. So I summoned it. The ritual worked exceptionally well, and it appeared out of the sky in a wave of concerning darkness. Stars used to accompany them. I mean, there was one star. There was. The whale was even bigger than I anticipated, almost as tall as a horizon tree. And in its stomach rested a giant sun. Oh, that's so cool. The only star of the night sky whose light had not been extinguished, nestled right in its belly. That sounds beautiful. It was, in a way. Star wasn't the thing to worry about, though. Whale didn't look very happy about being summoned. Instead, it looked like a wounded animal that was one loud noise away from lashing out. It looked sick. Translucent skin was gray, like it was frozen with the coldness of the highest mountain or the deepest depths. Its eyes were pale, almost blind, with no warmth within them. I thought for a brief second, we must fight this beast before it consumes us and everything in its path. But when I looked over at Clay, I saw a deep understanding in his eye, like it was seeing a monster, like he wasn't seeing a monster but a friend. So I stayed quiet, knowing that whatever he knew outweighed my fear. He knew what it needed, Clay? Not completely, but I knew that look in its eye. That feeling when you're so scared you get angry. When you want to fight because you're terrified you won't be able to flee. So I kneeled to show it that I didn't mean any harm. Aww! And I held out my last conch shell in my hand. It took a moment to overcome its instinct to mistrust, but then it picked up the shell up and gently ate it. I saw the conch freeze as it was swallowed. It looked painful. Wanting to comfort the whale, I reached out and carefully put my hand against its cheek. I wanted to know it wasn't alone. I'm sure it needed that. It did. It was so sad it cried tears of golden dust. Its tears turned into ice before they even hit the ground. It was at that moment I realized its body had been cursed with potent frostbite. Oh, owie. I knew it did not trust me yet, so I did what I previously would not have thought possible. Threw a hand on Clay. Throw a hand on Clay's shoulder, and the magic of your drink. Through the hand. There we go. I was able to briefly transfer my magic onto Clay, allowing him to cure it of its disease. Kissed it on the forehead, and the ice burned away, freeing it of its endless chill. Aww! It was quite sweet. It's one lucky whale. And one unusual effect of that infusion. I can't remember what we gave her. Is that not usually possible? Inspiration is a fickle thing. This magic is deeply personal and differs from person to person. I always enjoy seeing how others imagine support to look like. Tia's support was very helpful. I'd hope so. Once it was free of its pain, the whale was ready to talk to us. I asked what had happened and told me about fighting some sort of evil creature on 2 legs. A creature on 2 legs, so humanoid then. We assume. It turned out whales don't care much about appearances. It cares more about all the things being thrown at it. What a mean way to approach a whale. Apparently it swallowed some kind of stone. It could only remember its black and white color and that it tastes horrible. But I thought, I have a strong digestive thing. It's nothing to worry about. What? A rookie mistake. The 2-legged monster just wouldn't stop attacking, so it fled as quickly as it could, trying to find its way home. I felt really bad about destroying the camp. I get why. The worst part about being angry is seeing the wreckage you leave behind. Tia, do you ever get angry? No. I am the embodiment of calmness and self-discipline. That's probably bullshit. Where I come from, they call that repression. She did not like that. Luckily, its anger subsided when it found its way back. It thought it was finally safe, but suddenly this freezing cold began. I don't mind the cold much. I'm from the Highlands, and we get a lot of snow in the winter. But the kind of cold it was describing sounded awful. Painful and inescapable, like it was freezing from the inside out. Potent frostbite, I mentioned, seemed a curse to cold and slowly spread throughout its entire body. Tried to keep itself warm by feeding on solar crabs and cosmic squid, but that didn't help much. It kept getting more scared and angrier and colder, until even its brain was freezing over. Couldn't think of anything other than the cold. So, in its desperation, it ate the hottest thing it could find. A star. A giant one at that, looked deceptively small contained in its belly. But apparently it was one of the biggest ones in the night sky had to offer. The East Star. It ate Pharaohs? The guiding star of the endless seas? It did, and it helped. Kept the frostbite at bay, even if it did not eradicate it. But as you can imagine, such a massive star disappearing not have the most desirable effect on the astral sea delicate balance of gravity. I can imagine that. Oh, is that what the stars fell? Will was very confused about what happened. But it said all the stars around it suddenly started to fall and spin out of place. Oh! They crashed into each other, causing more and more destruction with each passing moment. I didn't understand everything it described, but it sounded bad. To label it as bad would be quite the understatement. Falling stars ripped holes into Cassiopeia's wings. Think that just one hungry creature could break the entire balance of the universe. It was hurt and scared. It should have endured instead of hurting others. It was alone and it didn't know what would happen. It can count itself lucky you were there to help, yeah. Indeed. I don't want to imagine the additional chaos it could have caused. I don't care about the could-haves. I just care about, we were able to help. Hey, Bim, how are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. You also managed to free it of the star in its stomach? No. Frostbite may be gone, but that star is a part of it now. It has become the first of a new kind, a sun humpback whale. I'm pretty good. Low spoon stay, but I'm pretty good. Probably the last one too, as all the other stars of the astral seas have been snuffed out. We will never be able to see the night sky again, and in turn, that whale must forever live with its guilt nestled in its stomach. Oh, you're right, but some things are forever changed now. That's kind of the point of disasters. But perhaps the star doesn't stand for shame, but the pride of survival. We shouldn't be sad that most are gone, but happy that one managed to make it through. Besides, we may have lost the night sky's starry companion, but we managed to gain 2 new friends. Even the worst of the situation can be led to light sometimes. I like that. You should never be sad about finding new friends. Speaking of friends, on the way back we ran into a traveling souvenir shop. bought friendship bracelets for Tia and I with little whale charms on them. Oh, my heart. But she didn't want to wear them just yet, so I'm waiting until she's ready. That's very nice of you, right, Tia? They're hazards for fights and could get caught in things. Sure. I'm looking forward to see how they look with your armor. He also found something for you at the souvenir shop. She said it reminded her of your tavern. And now that I've seen it in person, I agree. Now I'm curious. What is it? Oh, that looks so cute! Little sun catcher. Oh, that's a pretty mosaic. Shopkeeper told us a little bit about it. Supposedly this new piece of art represents a new beginning after a hard-fought battle. Kind of like the rise of the sun, hunchback whale. Very fitting. Thank you, Tia. So, Tia, aren't you glad Clay was there to help you? Clay, aren't you glad Tia was there to help you? I'm gonna say the first one. I suppose I am. You really are? You are surprisingly competent. Perhaps one might even say I could not have done this entirely without you. If one was to be extreme about it, I think someone like you could do anything alone if you put your mind to it. But that doesn't mean you should have to. I'm always happier when doing difficult things if I have help from other people. Well said, Clay. Stellar teamwork, you two. Keep it up. Will do. Much more importantly, clearly our quest was not successful. What are you talking about? You cured the son of humpback whale. Found out why the stars fell. Even made new friends. What more could you want? We still haven't the slightest idea who caused this. That's true. An angry humanoid figure? And that is who exactly? Well, you can rule out me. You can rule out you, me, and the innkeeper. He's so happy about that. We can rule out you and me. Ouch. Damn. No hard feelings. I believe you're innocent, but sometimes evil hides in plain sight. One must not be led astray. I understand. Paranoia is a hard habit to break. Clearly, someone orchestrated this. Seems to be too random and too methodical to have been an accident side effect. I must find out what hides in the darkness. Something like this happens again could end in a calamity, the likes of which we have never seen before. Don't you worry too much about it, girlie. This is just kind of how oblivions are around here. I wouldn't call this just another oblivion. How often have you seen stars fall from the sky? 0 times. I was asleep when it happened. And now that it's over, there goes my chances of ever witnessing the supreme meteor shower. Should not wish to witness such horrors. Some horrors are fun to look at. Listen, love, when I was your age, I used to worry about stuff like this all the time. This weirdo over here did too. We all did, at one time or another. But I know from experience that making such a fuss about it won't get you anywhere. These bite-sized calamities are part of the natural order of things. From chaos to balance, to chaos and back to balance, everything just switches around in a never-ending cycle. Sure, it's good to keep an eye out, but you don't have to give yourself an aneurysm over it. Just pick up the quest if it worries you. Follow the natural flow of the universe. That way, if you're lucky, you'll end up retired like me. Such a leisurely attitude only leads to failure. And, even then, someone is always going to save the world in the end. And that someone is going to be me. Oh, the youth. What is this game about? So basically, you are a tavern keeper, and adventurers trickle in, and you find out what's going on in the universe through them, and you get to know them and stuff. And you are being a tavern keeper. You pick up rumors and put up quests. So far, it's just, things are happening. You put out quests, other things happen. It's just a matter of you talking to everyone. Also, you make drinks that help adventurers. Like, you can see in front of Clay that he has this red drink. It helps him increase strength. Tia has a blue drink, which helps increase defense. It's just really nice. You're just a tavern keeper. The cool thing I really like is that you don't actually know much about yourself. You're just really mysterious. You don't even have a name. You're just you're just innkeeper. Anyways, old enemy, got a drink for me? I'm running dry. Anytime, Una. You still running low on energy? How about another strong one? You got it. So yeah, once they order a drink, you come in here, you find out what drink they want. She wants a Southern Brawler. Exactly. It's neat too because you don't fully know about yourself as an innkeeper and stuff. And you don't know who you know until you meet them in story and you see your character react. Something strong for the most strong-headed lady I know. Like, I didn't know about Una until today. What a weird way to admit you lost every argument against me. But this drink is splendid, I'll give you that. See, with one of these, your words will be washed away with flavor. Good or bad depends on the day. I find your apathy borders on tragedy. And I find your hero complex unsustainable. Remember, kiddo, they don't build those statues for folks who are alive. Who cares about statues? My purpose is my purpose, and I don't care who immortalizes me. No one's purpose is to die, girl. Life is just much more meaningful than that. Anyways, my purpose is winning at cards right now. Good luck with your delusions. I apologize on her behalf. It's fine. Yeah, are you dying? No, she was purely speaking in hypothetical. Not sure what that means, but it doesn't sound like it could damage your armor. But, maybe we should listen to her advice, at least a little bit. My granny always says, with age comes priceless wisdom of mistakes. I think your grandma's advice would be much more helpful than whatever a failed hero has to say. Oh, geez, Tia, you're such a meanie. You think retirement is failure? One's post should never be abandoned. If you can still serve this world, you should. Not sure if that's bleak or inspiring. The latter. She was right about one thing, though. The past is full of terrible disasters that were prevented. Which means that this too could have been attempted before. If not very successfully. Knowledge of something so vile must be sacred and well guarded, maybe even abandoned. You've never come across anything like this anywhere in the apertures to the library. Granted, the aperture has only been standing for a little over 2 decades now. The library can't be that vast. Maybe one of the Order's books were relocated to the new stronghold. But I do believe that we don't currently harbor the knowledge I seek. For that, other avenues must be explored. What are you considering? We could ask everyone we come across until we find someone that knows something. Good idea. That would take far too long, but I think we should look for Everbloom archives. I need to run to the washroom. Ads are starting in a few minutes anyway, so we're just gonna push them forward. So we're gonna take our little break, and I will be right back. Thank you guys. Alright, I'm back. Thank you for waiting. Nope, we didn't need that strain. Alright. Good idea. That would take far too long. I think we, good idea, but that would take far too long. I think we should look for the Everbloom archives. Is that a book club? An ancient one. Everbloom was the one of the great seven Mahandan archives. The Gaian one, to be specific. I didn't wait. I wandered off. I'm in... What? Are you lost, Carrie? Are you okay? Do I need to send Ing out to find you? Oh! I never heard of that. Legend has it there used to be one on each plane, even two at the plane of the dead. There were ones filled with all the knowledge of the cosmos, and it grew in size every day, thanks to their fearless archivists. But they fell to an unknown foe, and have been lost to time ever since. Just like the Library of Alexander that I will never get over. I believe one of them could hold the answer we seek. Innkeeper, do you perhaps know where to find this archive? No, I'm not much of a librarian, unfortunately. Disappointing. But you could keep an eye out for it, right? You could ask all the scholarly people that passed through here. Of course, I can do that. Perhaps you can start by asking that bounty hunter when she's done gambling all her money away. You could ask her yourself. I would rather not. I'll take that terrible task off your hands then. Wonderful. You won't need more than a day to take care of all this, right? I could do with a little bit more time. Nonsense. We don't have time. I need your full commitment on this, Innkeeper. This is very short notice. Hence our disasters, typically. Hence the vigilance. I shall return to a fully prepared quest tomorrow morning. Oh, shit. Okay. In the meantime, you should rest. Don't be ridiculous. I have things to do, people to help, prayers to consult. Who knows, right? Good night's sleep would do wonders for you. I can even offer you some coupons to a beautiful swamp spa. Oh yeah, for Baya. Fine, I'll take one or two, though they won't be put to much use. If I rest now, who will the world have faith in? I shall see you tomorrow. You want a coupon? It's always nice to see a burnout happening in real time. Don't worry, I'll go and make her some soup. Aww. Soup always helps me when I have a headache. It looks like she has a big one. Do you want some soup as well? Yes, please. In real life, I don't like soup. A lot of people know that about me, but the thought of him making soup for me is adorable. I'll bring by some tomorrow. You have any allergies? Oh, my heart. No. Thank you, Clay. Anytime. Then the recipe will be a surprise. Have a superb day. I'll take some of those coupons too. Wonderful. Talking through everything really helped. Thank you. I'm happy to hear that. I hope you held on to those seashells. Catching out with some Asterial friends might make you feel a little better. Actually, I was thinking I could use the shells to make some friendship bracelets for Tia and I. I want to carve them into little stars. Oh my god, you're so cute. I think that sometimes you have to make something beautiful out of something that could hurt you. Otherwise, you're left with anger that has nowhere to go. Do you like being angry? No, I don't. Me neither. But we all get angry sometimes. It's not the most fun, but it's important. Never getting angry doesn't solve anything either. This makes you smaller and smaller until people no longer see you as someone they need to think about. At least they're not scared of you. Oh god, this is hitting hard right now. Anger doesn't make you any more of a monster than silence makes you a saint. Be a whole person, Clay, and don't be scared of who that is. I'll try, Innkeeper. Thank you. Oh, my heart! I hope you find a way back to yourself, too. Wait, I thank you, Clay. Me too. I actually want to take a second to, you guys just, oh no! Okay, there we go. I wanna, things are happening behind my book. Oh, Scully! Okay, Scully, just a second. I want to look at Clay's thing. Because I think they said he's a Finfolk. Okay. Giant Earth Echo. And then I believe... Where's John? Where's John? There's John. He's an Era Echo. Okay. Interesting. So we have small pieces of quest, but nothing full. And we've had this one forever, which makes me sad. Top of the evening to you. Welcome to my tavern. Oh, what do my magical eyes see? New faces, new acquaintances. What did he do last? I think he went and helped Fable with farmers. With whom do I have the pleasure today? No way, speaking skeleton, haven't seen one of those in a long while. Hello there, how incredibly rude of me to leave out introductions. My name is Scully. And he's so polite as well. You can call me Una, Mr. Scully. And that one over there is my friend Jade. They're friends now. Ah, a fellow Manada, but with more skin left. Oh, so he was a Manada. Which isn't immensely difficult, I suppose. Glad to make your acquaintance, Una and her friend Jade. Scully, shouldn't you be named after a gemstone? As far as I'm aware, Manaha's last name referenced their bones, no? Correct, but I cannot remember what my poor bones are made out of. Oh! Wait, now I'm curious what Manahas are. Is she, like, made out of jade? With, like, jade bones? Death has left me a lot of gaps in this head of mine. Or they probably have normal bones, but, like, family names. Let me have a look. Looks like alabaster to me. Hard to say without a thorough analyst, though. Alabaster? That does sound familiar. Like the old name, perhaps? I'm not sure, but it's worth investigating. Thank you, Jade. Actually, just a second. I want to Google. What does alabaster look like? Because I've heard that name. Alabaster is a mineral of soft rock used for carvings and a source of plaster powder. Ah! Okay. It uses, like, for a lot of carvings, like, statues and stuff. It must be, like, a cousin of marble. Not the marble we know. Huh. Cool. I like rocks. I like rocks and shiny things. Alright. Still, let us stick with Scully until we have more detailed information. I think I should be going now. I still have work to do. What a coincidence. I happen to want to say the exact same thing. But wouldn't it be rude of us to leave this distinguished gentleman all by himself? I think one of us should definitely stay a little longer. Isn't it cool that both of you have bones made of shimmery gemstones? It's true. I haven't seen another Manada since I woke up. So anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 centuries ago. See, it's already a match. It's a match already. Would it be a shame if 2 of you were to become friends? Huh? Anyways, see ya. That was quick. Indeed. I guess a woman her age knows what she wants. Oh, this little shit. Good mythical morning. It's well past sunset, Hex. That might be true, and it's still morning somewhere, I know. You got it, but today I'm not here to talk with you about primordial magic. Today we're going to celebrate my sister. Oh, do we get to see a sister? Oh, she's cute. Oh, she's so cute. Greetings, everyone. Come on in. Pleased to meet you. My name's Scully. Jade. You can call me Hex, and this is Grace, my little sister. Yes, I know, she's taller than me. You can keep it to yourselves. Is it? Is it just me, or like every sibling, like it's the case for, actually it's not all the case for my siblings, but the youngest is usually taller than the oldest. So my like full blood sibling, who's been on the channel before, Sam, I'm taller than her by like half an inch, but I'm taller. My other 2 sisters, who are half sisters, who my dad's tall and their mom is tall, they tower over me. They're both at least 6 feet. But usually younger siblings are taller than their older siblings. Yes, I know, she's taller than me. You can keep that to yourself. Here to celebrate, not to roast. Though some fire might be fun. No fireballs inside, Hexagon. That's his full name? If you insist. Fireless party it is, then. Oh, she's so cute. My bones are aching for a party. I haven't attended one in what feels like an eternity. What's the occasion? My wonderfully talented sister successfully defended her wizard doctoral thesis just today. She can now call herself an actual full-blown selenite witch. It's not that special, honestly. Beg to differ. That's a majorly big deal. Congrats. I must congratulate you as well. What an outstanding achievement indeed. You're very sweet. Thank you. I have to agree with everyone. You should be proud of yourself. I want a drink on the house to celebrate your graduation. Oh, that was me. Hexori told me that you're a real magical connoisseur. I would love to taste one of your creations and keep. But I don't know what to pick. Could you recommend something to me? Of course. How about a drink for your wits? Your brain must be tired after debating your professors all day. That sounds lovely. My brain could use a little pick-me-up. Coming right up. Alright. Oh, there's our new crystals. So we must get, like, a couple more over here. We need brain juice. Is that the Nebula one? Yes. Yeah, that's charisma.
Hi, this is delightful. See, I told you, she definitely knows her craft. Say, Inkeep, do you have a PhD in mixology by any chance? Last time I checked, no. I do have a lot of experience. Took me a while to get the hang of it. I can tell, your drinks are really tasty. I could easily go for another round of debating right now. Is anyone else up for a drink? Nah, not yet. I'm still energized from earlier. Scully, Hex, what about you two? I'm good. I don't want to steal the show today. I would love a refreshment for these old bones, actually. Perhaps something that'll bring back the charm of the old days. At your service. So you want a charm drink, which is the spoken art. It's funny, I know I can technically go and make the harder ones, because I've been able to make some of them, but I'm just keeping it simple. Here you go, a drink for a charming gentleman. Oh, what a lovely taste. It warms my bones inside and out. Should I be worried? Maybe it's an undead thing. Well, practically, it would be possible for a magical drink to warm one's bones. You just need you and your wild dreams, Hexy. Maybe you leave those experiments to someone within an actual laboratory for once. All that talking about studying and my degrees bring back so many old memories. I was a scholar once. Spent my life as an archivist at the Gaian Everbloom Archive, to be precise. We need that information, ma'am, before my, supposed eternal slumber. I've read a lot about the old archives, but I've never had a chance to talk to one archivist. Well, obviously, they're all dead. All of them? Yes. The archives were destroyed ages ago. They're mostly a myth now. Oh, that's quite sad. A lot of knowledge must have gotten lost with them. I guess so. If you wouldn't mind, Scully, I would love to hear more about them. Maybe we can revive some of that old knowledge. It would be my pleasure, but sadly, I cannot remember much of my research. All those years ago, years below ground, and without sunlight, don't seem to have been good for my memory. It's been a few centuries since I've been alive, so I'm not even sure where one would find the archives nowadays. Or their ruins, rather. Environment. You remember the environment surrounding them? Maybe that could help. A little, I believe. Might have even woken up close by. My early memories as a skeleton are quite hazy. During my lifetime, the archives were located deep underground. Gaia's lively blessing were juxtaposed with a hostile and lifeless mountain range. They were surrounded by nothing but rocks and boulders, sharp as talons and fangs. Even if you made it out of the mountains, you'd be greeted by either dry steeps or a poisonous lake. The liquid in that lake could singe the meat right off your bones. I knew someone that fell in the lake once, but remember it as if it were yesterday. Oh, she looks terrified. Well, that sounds like not the best place to build an important archive stronghold. Wouldn't necessarily agree. They say that books and scrolls of Mandaean archives contain all mysteries of the world and the realms that surround us. Of course, you would have to protect that knowledge. Would be a shame if someone... Anyways, you're such a little shit. I think I know the place Scully's talking about. Oh? Sounds just like gravel mac. Sharp rocks next to a poisonous lake. There's no way a location like that exists twice, on this plane at least. Or else I would have heard of it. I think that's our last clue we need. I would recommend going there. I bet it's exceptionally dusty after all these years. But think about all those hidden treasures. Knowledge left untouched for millennia. That sounds a little too ambitious, even for you. Fine. Your delicate wizard sensibility wouldn't last a day in Gravel Mac anyways. Oh, and you would? Who can say? Anyways, I gotta go now. Shared enough secrets of the trade already. Thank you for your reluctant service. What a lovely young lady. You would have made for a great archivist. And a grumpy one. I'm sure she had a long day. Long day of gambling, yes. As have I, honestly. I'm very tired. I'm absolutely sure of that. Be proud of yourself nonetheless. It seems like the kind of person to downplay. You seem like the kind of person to downplay your achievement. And getting your PhD really isn't something small or insignificant. Nothing really. I spent a lot of time researching. Defending my thesis was mere formality. Scully and my points still stand. And I'm sure your brother would agree with us. Absolutely. You're all very kind. I really appreciate it. How about we call it a day? It's already getting late. Splendid idea. As I would expect from a witch like you. Okay, I want to see her thing. Okay, they're half elves. Oh, she's not much younger than him. Okay. He's chaotic neutral. She's neutral good. Seems fair. Hope you get to enjoy the rest of your evening, Innkeeper. I will. Theo, practically. Oh, Scully's leaving too. Okay. Man, I have so many quests. Raiders of the Lost Archives. My coffee is so cold. I'm just gonna finish it for a second. Alright. The Lost Mayadan Everbloom Archives are said to offer infinite knowledge. Anyone with unanswered questions. It ruins lies deep within the gravel mac of a dangerous and lifeless mountain range that even seasoned adventurers try to avoid. If that wasn't enough, the mountains are also said to be haunted by nightmarish bleak stalkers. Let's just hope they don't find abandoned archives cozy and inviting. See, that's what I do with Mora every night. I just feed her some peanuts and eggs. You know what, guys? I know it's been a short stream, but like I said, I have very low spoons today. So I think we're gonna call it here. How do I save again? Just very low spoons today. I got some quiet work I can do. But thank you for coming. Let me try to find someone to raid into. Oh, we got Mora. We got Danny. Let's just go give Mora some love. Oh, S'more is also live. Yeah, let's go give somebody comfy some love. Oops. Mora is playing Octopath Traveler. Been super into it. My brain was like, what am I trying to think of? So we're gonna go send my wifey some love. Otherwise, tomorrow I haven't figured out what I'm doing. We'll see how much spoons I have. I want to get back into Crisis Core, but I would also be happy with playing this some more. The next 2 weeks are going to be weird because we got Dawn Trail coming out, which I will talk later on Twitter about what we're doing. And then next week, I might not be streaming as much because there's some personal stuff going on, so I might be taking some time off. There's definitely a few days I'll be taking off, so we'll figure it out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys over there, and you have a good day. There goes the room.